me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine.
This episode of Greenlight Maine is sponsored by MEMIC, your partners for workplace safety.
Good morning. Welcome to Greenlight Maine. I'm your host, Julene Gervais, and this is Season 4. We have an outstanding field of companies vying for the $100,000 grand prize. You are about to meet 2 of them, but only one will advance to the next round. If you're just tuning in for the first time, Greenlight Maine is the only show of its kind in New England, Emmy-nominated, showcasing companies looking to expand. We are going to meet our contestants in just a minute, but first I would like to introduce you to our judges. Welcome, Tony Payne from MEMIC.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm the Senior Vice President of External Affairs for MEMIC. We're the state's premier workers' compensation company.
Perfect. And welcome back, Deb Newman.
Great to be here. I'm excited. I am Deb Newman, President of the Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce.
Excellent. And finally, welcome Kate Simmons. Happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm Kate Simmons. I'm Director of Strategic Partnerships at the Portland Press Herald, where I create live experiences for our readers to interact with our content and for our advertisers to reach their target audiences.
Nice. And we're going to talk to you all in just a few minutes. But first, I would like to introduce our first pitch of the morning, which is Kids Unplugged with Lee Parent and Brittany Tarbox. I got to ask you, how did you get the inspiration for this?
So when my nephews were little, they loved video games, and every time I would babysit them, they would want to play. Well, one day I decided, no, we're going to play a real-life video game instead. And I just started making up this game where I was the object. And it was magic because I was engaged with them. And then I realized this is something that moms would need, and it popped into my head, and that was it.
Great idea.
Thank you.
So welcome to Greenlight Maine. Whenever you're ready, just look right at the judges, smile, and have fun.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. Remember going outside all day, climbing trees and building forts when we only had 4 channels on TV? Of course you do, because that was your childhood. Today, children have immediate access to digital entertainment 24/7. And they have little desire to unplug and explore creative play. And study after study shows that too much screen time has resulted in higher levels of obesity, of inability to focus, poor sleep, and that's just to name a few. Let's face it, our society is way too plugged in. I'm Lee, and this is Brittany, and we are Kids Unplugged. Originally, I had anticipated Kids Unplugged brand as my online business, but it would evolve in a different way via gymnastics. Our community begged us to start a little class, and 50 families joined immediately. And then I knew that we had to open up something in our area because our kids needed a place to play and be active.
So how are we unique from any other gym? We understand that each child's needs are different from another. We challenge kids to be problem solvers. We encourage them to look at an obstacle and find a creative solution through imaginative and creative play. At Kids Unplugged, we meet kids where they're at and take them as far as they can go. Our business strategy is in 3 phases: exposure, expansion, and diversification. In 2016, we began with exposure. We purposefully opened in a highly trafficked, visible location. And beyond gymnastics, we offered a variety of classes and events. We quickly realized we were already outgrowing our space. In a city of 6,500 people, we had already amassed over 1,200 family registrations on file. In late 2017, we initiated phase 2, expansion. In our new location, we added a fully licensed childcare center, and we were able to offer simultaneous classes. With these added revenue streams, our sales more than doubled in the first 6 months of 2018, which created a reliable cash flow and a solid financial baseline. And so now we move on, hopefully, to phase 3, which is diversification.
So in order to attract these teens, we will intend to launch our sister brand, Gravity Sports. And in order to do that, we're going to offer programming specifically for this demographic. We'll need more age-appropriate equipment, more space, and ultimately more staff. And the money from Greenlight Maine will allow us to initiate this next phase. Ultimately, this brand, this business, the scalability of it is massive. And we want to launch our own line of kids products and be the go-to brand for parents who are searching for something that is unplugged for toys, games, and books. And we want to reach the whole family, the whole needs of the family. And we want to encourage communities to unplug and to improve their well-being through engaged and active play, just like when we were kids.
Great job. Where are you located?
We are located in Belfast at 17 Airport Road, Suite number 1, and that's where we're at.
Go ahead.
Give me the vision. What does it look like in 10 years? How far afield are you?
So in 10 years, originally I had envisioned this as a brand professional. I had designed this as a franchise. My thought was that this is something that I'm a mom of 2, and so we all need this. And I happen to be highly creative, really fast, but not all moms and dads are, and they need that help. So one thing that we say at Kids Unplugged is we give play support. And some of the products, if not all, are showing parents how to be creative and how to engage with their kids. And so I think that a franchise would be a really great way for us to slowly integrate this kind of trend.
Yeah.
Love your logo. Love the idea. Let's talk about your team. In order to grow and scale up, you need to build your team out. So short-term, long-term team
I'm
strategy.
sorry, we need a quick answer. We're running out of time.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We have I'm a graphic designer professional. All the women around me are educators of 15 years or more, and our community is super, super supportive, but very progressive, open, and super, like I said, engaged team is, that's the essence of it all.
Kate.
I love your energy, and I love your matching teal Converse. I hope everyone can see those at home.
Those are awesome. Yeah.
Those are awesome. I'm curious, you have so many different offerings to your community. What is the strongest one? What is providing the most cash flow?
So our child care center is our baseline. We currently, as of this morning actually, are now full with a waiting list. And one thing that we've looked at is potentially expanding that from a small child center of 12 to potentially up to 30 children.
Great job, great questions. We have to take a quick break. Don't go away. There's more Greenlight Maine coming at you.
Greenlight Maine would like to thank the Maine Department of Economic and Community Development, the Maine DECD, helping businesses and communities prosper.
I'm Michael Bork, President and CEO of MEMIC, where all of us want Maine to be a great place to start and grow a business. Over 25 years, MEMIC has led a reduction in workplace injuries of 40% in Maine, cutting the cost of workers' comp in half. Workplace safety is our passion, because when people are safe, businesses succeed. And when Maine businesses succeed, Maine succeeds.
MEMIC, proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine, growing Maine one dream at a time.
Are you trying to increase sales? At Dream Local Digital, we've been helping businesses using Facebook, Google, and other online tools for over 8 years. We're experts at helping small businesses because we work with them nationwide.
Dream Local publicizes the important part of me and what I stand for and what Archers is about.
We'd love to help you grow your business as well. Give us a call today.
For more information about the presenters and panelists on all the Greenlight Maine shows, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our Sunday morning conversation is with MEMIC, and Tony is here to tell us all about what's going on there. Congratulations, by the way. This is the 25th anniversary.
Yes, it is. We were formed out of crisis 25 years ago, and it has been nothing but clear sailing since.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that crisis and how it's evolved.
Sure. Back in 1992, basically the workers' compensation insurance market collapsed. Everybody left the state. Maine was twice as expensive as the average, national average. So had we even cut our prices in half in the state of Maine, we still would have been the most expensive state in the country. So then Governor McKernan said, I am not going to give you a budget unless you give me workers' comp reform. And the process was that the state actually shut down for a period of, I believe, 17 days in a hot summer, 1992. And they finally came up with a solution which included the formation of MEMIC, Maine Employers Mutual Insurance Company, to be the guaranteed market for workers' compensation.
I'm sure a lot of people watching remember that day very well.
They do, they do. And you know, workers' comp is an essential line of business because it protects workers who get injured on the job, pays their medical bills, and also pays them a part of their weekly wage until they can return to work. And for the employer, it means they're protected from being sued. It's kind of what they call the grand bargain.
Absolutely. Your base, so you know, home base is Maine, but you guys have expanded quite a bit.
We have. When the company started, we were insuring about 16,000 Maine employers. And many of those employers had out-of-state operations that we couldn't insure because we weren't licensed. So we established a subsidiary in New Hampshire that then has been licensed across all 46 states for workers' comp. There are 4 states that there is no competition allowed. And we've opened offices from Portland, Maine to Manchester, New Hampshire, down to Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Florida.
Wow, so all over the East Coast.
Yes.
Wonderful. You have recently won some awards. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. Locally, it was wonderful. We were recently named a significant community partner for the University of Southern Maine. We established their second endowed chair for the risk management and insurance program in the name of John Leonard, our founding CEO. But also, much to our surprise, we were named the top workers' compensation insurance company in America by Accord, which is the global standard-setting organization for the insurance industry.
Wow, good for you guys. Yeah. Any advice to our contestants?
Yes, get insurance as much as you can. Now, it's funny. If you think about insurance generally, if you took insurance out of the equation, who would accept risk? No one would dare leave their house. So really, insurance is the grease that makes the economy work. And for these folks, it's going to be liability insurance. It's going to be product insurance. It's the entire gamut that makes certain that what they do, intended or otherwise, is protected because they paid their insurance premiums.
Nice. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show today. Thank you so much. Congratulations on your anniversary, the awards, and everything else. So we hope to have you back. So please come back to the show as well.
You bet. Thank you so much.
We have to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to hear our second pitch, so don't go away.
For almost 25 years, Maine Biz has been providing business news, information, and analysis for business owners and C-level executives in Maine. From Fort Kent to Kittery, Maine Biz serves the decision makers of Maine across multiple channels, including its flagship print digital publication, website, events, daily report, real estate insider, and weekly newsletter. Let Maine Biz help your business succeed. Inform, engage, connect.
It is a small community and a big atmosphere.
It's very nice to have classes that you can walk to, not run to.
It takes 5 minutes to get across the entire campus.
The teachers, they really do care about the students. They really do focus on the students.
You're gonna really learn a lot and enjoy the different cultures.
Not only did I find myself as an athlete, but I also find myself as a person.
I 100% made the right choice coming here.
To find more resources on how to start and grow your business, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our second pitch is Incomer Magazine. I'd like to welcome Layla Carger.
Hi.
I love your magazine. I love the name. Tell us how you got your inspiration.
Incomer is a British term for immigrant, and I found that using the thesaurus. And it's a platform that recognizes and gives accolades to the unsung heroes of our state and country. And especially in today's political atmosphere, I think it's definitely calls for it.
Absolutely. Very nice. Welcome to Greenlight Maine.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready, have fun, look right at the judges, take your time, and go for it.
Incomer Magazine is not just a print publication, it's also Incomer Web, and we have Incomer National, which is 50 Reasons Why, coming out in October, highlighting one profile from each state of immigrant pioneers, political influences, influencers, and community leaders. Incomer is going to unify the state and help it solve its problems. So one thing that I think we all need to recognize is they are not freeloaders, they are actually carrying the state's economic forefront. And just a quick fact, Maine paid in the entire state for state and federal taxes was $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion. 3% of Maine's population is immigrants. That 3% paid $350 million, and if you do the math, that's 18% of Maine's taxes are getting paid by 3% of the population. So that is a special resource that needs to be celebrated. It needs to be well funded with resources because they are the American dreamers and they're going to take Maine to a great, great place.
Excellent. So how long has Incomer Magazine been around?
The first issue launched March 20th. Our summer issue came out June 20th, and the third quarterly issue will come out September 20th.
Perfect. Great job. Let's kick off the questions with Tony.
How do you make your money?
Well, how do you make your money? I'm just kidding. Well, the streams of revenue is limitless, but I'll start with one. We're gonna take this national issue and kick it off with, remember the Livestrong bands? We're gonna bring that back. They're gonna be Incomer bands, and they're gonna be free with the national issue, but shipping and handling, which will cover everything.
Deb.
That's how I make money.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
I think it's important and great. How will you define success for this business?
Man, I feel like it already is, and let me explain. People are hashtagging Incomer. I don't even know them. You know, that's special. And it's not just one demographic of people that believe in this initiative and want to contribute. It's everybody. It's even people that didn't even think they liked incomers or immigrants or had nothing relatable. So the influx of emails from not only all over the county, but all over the country already tells me that you guys are going to help me with this show. It really needs to take off.
Kate.
It's great hearing your pitch. Yes. Immigrants have been critical to Maine's success in the past. They're even more critical to our success in the future. What's your distribution plan? Are you in print? Are you online? Both. If I want to find a story on Incomer, how do I know you exist and how do I find you?
Well, when I did the first issue, print's expensive, so it was only Portland that we focused on. And then after that launched on the website, the influx of emails that originally came in were from Aroostook and Washington and Lincoln counties, and I didn't know there were 16, but I know now. So that's why we created Incomer Web. Incomer Web features all the other 15 counties. So my hope is whether you're from Lincoln County or New Hampshire or Washington County or Portland, if there's a program in Lincoln County that is created to bring migration up this way, but it's specific to them, we should all know about it and we should all share it. And I think the collaborative effort isn't something that it's just gonna come like everything else has. I own 5 businesses. This is not supposed to be like this. It's hard. You have a lot of roadblocks. I'm not experiencing it with this. It's like Amazon before Amazon.
What would you do with the prize money?
I was actually just talking to my team about it, and we never really thought about it because the prize is already in motion. And it is everybody from all different demographics wanting to make this happen because they're really in a tough time. It's very unfair. And I'm also a social justice advocate, so I'm gonna ride that till it's done.
Great job. I love your passion. Great job by our judges with the questions. We are going to take a quick break, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Furniture for Greenlight Maine is provided by Thomas Mosier Furniture, handmade American furniture since 1972.
At Bangor Savings Bank, we know the value of making genuine connections with our customers, providing a memorable experience with every interaction. We are committed to doing the right thing and working as a partner with the people and communities we serve. With convenient mobile and online banking technology, we offer more ways for you to reach out to us. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In 1972, Tom Moser committed his life's work to craft, and 4 decades later employs 70 fine craftsmen and women in our shop in Auburn, Maine. With showrooms and customers from coast to coast and numerous awards and accolades, Tom has firmly established himself as an entrepreneurial tour de force and has proven that a life doing what you love is indeed possible.
This year's winner of Greenlight Maine will win this handmade Thomas Moser beacon box and $100,000.
Are you trying to increase sales? At Dream Local Digital, we've been helping businesses using Facebook, Google, and other online tools for over 8 years. We're experts at helping small businesses because we work with them nationwide.
At Horch Roofing, we pride ourselves on doing quality roofs, not social media and direct marketing. That's why we hire the professionals at Dream Local.
We'd love to help you grow your business as well. Give us a call today.
Broadcast facilities are provided by Husson University's NESCOM, the New England School of Communications.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. It's time for our judges to talk this out. Let's start with Kids Unplugged. They did an awesome job. They had a tremendous amount of energy. We really want to see them succeed.
Absolutely, and it was clear from their pitch they're great with kids. They have phenomenal ideas about how to engage kids. I do think the strongest source of their cash flow is the summer camps and childcare. So I think there's a little bit of a disconnect with where the cash flow is coming from and where they want to take the business. And as much as I love their enthusiasm, that's one question that I have.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. They're still relatively new, so it's normal for a startup, a new business to sort of, let's try this, and throw pasta at the wall and to see what sticks. But at some point they will have to really kind of hone in on priorities and where is the bread and butter of the business.
Right.
The thing I was taken by is that they have cash flow. And the fact that
cash flow is good.
Cash flow is king. But with that, they haven't hit the wall yet, which is interesting. They may have in terms of their capital needs in order to get more equipment, more facilities, but they've thought out very well, I think, about the allied revenue they can get from other vendors within the same space.
Different revenue streams is always a plus, absolutely. Right. And I do like how they're fulfilling a need. It's so, as a mother, if you want to go work out and then you don't have to drop off your kids at the babysitter and then go get them. And then if your older child wants to, instead of dropping them off at a friend's house. So I love that idea.
And they're really listening to the community and the needs of the community and not trying to deliver a model, and then to sort of, then the community makes it fit. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at what does the community need and then creating a model that fits.
A very custom fit. So they even talked about opening up another one, and that might fit like the Portland community with a yoga studio, as you know, Kate. So it's not a one size fits all.
Kind of this co-op model, right? This cool co-op model of different experiences available to kids and their families.
It is kind of a plug and play.
It is. Plug and play for Unplugged, Kids Unplugged.
Okay, let's talk about Incomer Magazine.
Oh, wow. Can I have some of that energy?
Absolutely.
She's amazing.
Another passionate pitch for sure.
Tony, you had a great description of Layla.
Oh, she is a drop of water on a hot skillet.
Yes, absolutely.
Without a doubt, all the sizzle.
Absolutely.
I can see this going in so many positive directions. The big question mark that still remains for me is how will she put the Greenlight Maine funds to use? It still was a little bit unclear.
It's vague.
Right,
it's vague.
Right. Is she creating jobs? Right. She has writers already. I think, her marketing, she really didn't talk too much about her marketing plan, but yeah, she definitely seems like she's still working out this, right?
Right. I mean, I think being a media company is not for the faint of heart. And I think we maybe needed to hear more about her distribution plans, different ways that she'll create cash flow. I think that there maybe was some not as much clarity about what she would do with $100,000 because the cash flow isn't clear right now.
What's interesting as well, though, in terms of timing, it's brilliant.
Particularly absolutely, no doubt.
So needed.
Maine's greatest challenge is our demographics, and we're aging. And the fact that she's talking to audiences potentially across the entire country to say, Maine is where it's going to happen for you, is exactly what we need.
It absolutely is what we need. And so what if it's not a huge revenue generating model? It's really serving a purpose. So it's really understanding what are her goals for this publication, this business. Either whatever she does, she's making a difference.
Absolutely.
Which is super.
I think we hear it all the time. We hear from employers who are begging for the workers that they need to succeed. We hear from immigrants who are just trying to get their foot in the door or starting their new businesses. There's a huge disconnect, and Incomer is filling that need in a very important way.
Yeah. Great message, proud of a movement, really. So let's talk about this. If they were to come back for the finals, what would you like to see from them? And this will be your final comments. That's all we have time for. Quick answer, each of you.
A solid business plan with financials.
Perfect.
Right, and I think that cash flow revenue model is really key. Focus on that for both of them.
I echo Tony and Deb. That's exactly it.
Okay, well, some great deliberation, great advice to our contestants. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to find out who gets the green light. Don't go away.
To find more resources on how to start and grow your business, visit greenlightmaine.com.
We're very proud of the product we make and the way that we make it. The most important features of our original dog vest are in its design. Traditional lenders, they steer away from unproven track records.
In you come. Hold up.
CEI gave us the opportunity to build a track record, show that our future path will be more solid than our past.
I'm Michael Bork, President and CEO of Memic, where all of us want Maine to be a great place to start and grow a business. Over 25 years, Memic has led a reduction in workplace injuries of 40% in Maine, cutting the cost of workers' comp in half. Workplace safety is our passion, because when people are safe, businesses succeed. And when Maine businesses succeed, Maine succeeds.
Memic, proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine, growing Maine one dream at a time. For more information about the presenters and panelists on all the Greenlight Maine shows, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our judges had their work cut out for them today. 2 companies with a great cause, but unfortunately only one can advance. Judges, who's it going to be? Today's winner is Kids Unplugged. Congratulations to Lee and Brittany. They are moving on in the competition. That's all the time we have for today. We appreciate your feedback, so check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to learn more about our resources, the contestants, or if someone you know has any interest in starting a business, visit us on greenlightmaine.com. Have a fantastic Sunday. Congratulations. Awesome job. Thanks. Congratulations.
Greenlight Maine has been brought to you by Memic, your partners for workplace safety. Greenlight Maine would not be possible without the support of all of our corporate sponsors. Thank you.
Greenlight Maine has been a paid-for presentation by the Portland Media Group.